When you build a marketing piece, always ask yourself, would my ideal client find this interesting and want to take the next step with me? Here's something that a lot of us struggle with. 9 times out of 10, you are not your ideal client. You really aren't. You may be in a higher income bracket. You may be politically misaligned with people who you normally represent. You may live in an entirely different area and people don't trust people from your area. That can be these really simple little things. So you have to build who your ideal client is. Don't build ads that are interesting to you. You may be like, oh man, this is really great. And this is something that we've dealt with. Just opening up to you. We've dealt with this. Where we build an ad and we're like, gosh, this is really great. This is a great looking ad. I would totally respond to that. And that should be a red flag. I would totally respond to that. If that's all that you can wrap your head around with your advertisement, you need to take a step back. You need to think about it. If you have clients or past clients, friends and family who are in that ideal client mold for you, get in touch with them. Be like, hey, you know what? We're trying to help more people just like you. If you ever see this in your local paper, would you respond to it? Would you actually order this book from us based on this advertisement? A lot of these folks will tell you the truth. Saying that in a way. I don't really care what you have to say there. But the worst and the most criminal thing that you can do is you use jargon. You get technical. It flies right over your head. We actually had this discussion in our mastermind group where an advertisement was presented about maritime attorneys. We have to remember some of these guys who are working offshore may not have the highest level of education. So yes, you have to break down the language a little bit. And it's not insulting because you're trying to accomplish reaching the person who you are the perfect attorney for. And if you have to bring down the language, if you have to speak like a normal human being, that's not a bad thing. So I want to talk real quick about demographics versus psychographics. Demographics are things like age, income, location, marital status, politics. And those are things that you should be able to identify a trend. I'll bet that, if you pay close attention, you have an idea as to the income and the marital status, probably, and the age of most of your clients, at least a general trend. But the real cool thing is when you get down to psychographics. Psychographics are where you investigate their fears, their hopes, their ambitions, their desires. Think about someone who is suffering from bankruptcy. Yeah, money matters to them, but there's a lot scarier things going on. Should they be worried about their home? They're worried about what they're going to lose within the bankruptcy. They don't know what it's going to look like on the other side. This terrifies them. And you have to tap into that terror, that fear. Or maybe showing people a bright light, in our case, in terms of paying medical bills. You can say, no, there's actually hope for you to get these medical bills paid. We're going to show you how to do that. We're tapping into a hope for it. So we're taking it past demographics and we're going into psychographics. Getting inside the client's mind. And that's sometimes you have to go through kind of kooky exercises to do that. Close your eyes, imagine yourself in that person's shoes. What are they really thinking? Are they the type of person who stays up late at night, watches Letterman, goes to bed, or are they that they're trying to live just kind of this ideal lifestyle? Their goal is to preserve that particular lifestyle, or maybe they're more entrepreneurial focused, like you all. So they're risk takers. So you start thinking about the language that applies to risk takers versus someone who wants the comfort of what they know at home. Now you're tapping into psychographics.